This Autodesk Fusion tutorial will show you how to convert a design that you started in the part workspace that you really wanted to be components and an assembly. Here I have a print-in-place cell phone holder that has a print-in-place hinge, but it's a part design, as you can see in the document settings in the browser, and it has two bodies. I really want to right-click and make this into a component so I can add a joint and see how it moves, but I'm unable to do that. Luckily, we can change this part design into a hybrid design. We can even change it into an assembly design. But first, click this pencil, and then instead of part, select hybrid. Unless you know you're going to reuse the parts, hybrid works really well for this. Click convert. Still, nothing has seemingly happened, but now if I right-click on this body, I can create components. So that means I can select both of these bodies, right-click, create components from bodies. Automatically, they change to different colors. If you don't see this, click on Inspect, Display Component Colors. This is really great because now I can see both of these bodies independently, and then I can add a joint. In order to add a joint, I can click Assemble, and I can say As Built Joint. It'll ask me which components, this one and this one, and it asks for the motion. I want it to be Revolute. It'll default as rigid, but if I select Revolute, then I can select the snap point, click right here, and suddenly this joint moves. What's really cool is I can set the minimum and maximum. So if I say that this joint is going to go all the way to, say, right there to be closed, so maximum is 180 degrees, and then I can say the minimum will be 0, and then you can check by previewing the limits. Click play. Sometimes you need to flip these. For example, after flipping this, I have the maximum of 360 and the minimum of 180. So now I can see how that joint study moves. This is only possible if you have two components. I'll press OK. And what's really great is I can also right-click and then drive the joint. So if I want to click this, then I can drive it myself to see different configurations. Press OK. And then if I bring back my analysis, my section analysis, right-click, edit, and then I can edit this section analysis to see, even in this position, if there's any things that are conflicting. So if you started a project and you weren't sure what you were doing, which is typical. When I start projects, even though I'm a proponent of rule number 1 in Autodesk Fusion to create a component first, the best thing to do is just start modeling. Later, you can always redesign it and make it so it's parametric and has components and is proper. But that slows everything down. The first thing to do is just design it. And generally, you're going to have to design things multiple times anyways. So just get going. And then when you realize, oh, this design is getting complex, we can always switch to hybrid design. And then finally, after your prototypes, you can go ahead and make it into a properly parametric model. Hopefully this allows you to change your models from part design to hybrid design when you need to based on the complexity of your design. Happy 3D modeling.